Come to think of it, I think this is the first one that I did in which I hinted at the, opening Sunday model. If memory serves correctly. I'm gonna have to check back, but all right. So this is gonna be the last tutorial in this follow-up recap before I do that official one, which is coming up right after this. So I'm on a roll today. It's 12:34 p.m. All right. So this is on GU and gonna title this accordingly so you guys can see the reference point and so on. So let's go on the H1 chart. I know sometimes it's kind of tricky for many persons to see it like this. All right. So quick recap. So this is from Monday the 22nd. And I pointed out what was going to happen if market price couldn't essentially break past this overall range. Showed you guys what happened. So the little green box down here so represents the stop out zone that I had forecasted. And my gosh, what a continuation of a sell-off. Now, what was the first thing that we should have used as a quote-unquote reference point? Well, remember, even using this alone, this is 50, right? Yes. This is the halfway point of this internal this range. Remember, we're in a sell-off. You saw the market price stop here, then you saw market price did what? Price started to pull back, right? Did you get any evidence of market price staying above this line? You see why proper technical analysis is important? Did you get any evidence of that? Notice a look red arrows I have. You didn't get any evidence, but sadly, many of you bought right here, so yeah, you bought right here, so now there's room for forgiveness in this. If you had bought right here, so because you thought it was just gonna shoot up, you didn't do your proper labeling. I completely understand. I was there just like you, but don't make that mistake. Watching this video, don't make that mistake reach you again. All right, now let's continue. Um, I'm gonna go on the smaller time frame, but just for the sake of time. I'm gonna stay right here so just a bit and just run through this part. So price came, ran the stops of every single and this was a nasty sell-off. Very, very dangerous. Why? Every single person that bought right here, so. And this is why moving a stop loss after you have been stopped out numerous times, you're just hurting yourself. Even if their stop loss was here, look at this move. It broke past even the box that I had forecasted, went and made the low. So this is the low of last week. So what happened after? Market price had to pull back. Now I'm gonna just get these out the way. I just use these for a look quickly analysis that I did midway through that explanation. So I'm gonna get rid of previous, yeah, some of these look. Yeah. Now let's mark out the 26. Let's quickly mark that out. Remember, we're navigating and I want you guys to see this step by step. So this is Friday the 26th. This is the low that was made on Thursday. Remember, market cycle comes to an end on Thursday, right? And we saw price kept on going. Now, get this out of the way. Perfect. And get this out of the way. So I'm going to clean up certain things. I think it's time I go on the 15-minute chart. No, I think it's time for that. No. Oh, oops. Back to the H1. There's something I missed. There was something I missed. My apologies. Um, Potential sell-off continuation for opening week of October. If this guy doesn't hold up, and if we cannot break past even right here, so in the closing days of this month, you already know the answer. We're going back down, and we're gonna see that play out. So I'm gonna even for this area, I'm gonna even map out a range for this. All right, so the high of Monday, all of that. So 15-minute chart now. Hope you guys caught that quickly. If nothing, write to me or if time permit. I don't like having my videos long. I'll recap it quickly. So here we have the overall current move, and this is where Monday began. Right here, so is Monday the 29th. Right here. Now, what's happening now? Market price at this current moment is showing me that despite the fact that we got such a brilliant buy-off heading into, well, from Friday, heading in Sunday, Friday, Sunday, heading into now, we still haven't gotten a true confirmation that the asset price of GU is in fact corrective for a bullish buy-off. To say that, listen, it's going back up. Now, why? You still haven't passed a crucial zone. The era in which the market maker did that little stop and run, all he did with this pullback was neutralize all of these sellers, right? So everybody who was in on this sell-off, they've been taken out of the market, every single last one of them. And we have new sellers re-entering the market because, ta-da-da, this is where, let's type it out, say it with me, sellers are still present. Yes, sellers are still present. So it shouldn't come as a shocker when the market price re-entered back into that zone, you saw price sell back again. Darian, where was the clue of this? This is a liquidity zone. This is where majority of the sellers enter the market. My gosh, I even placed the 2 arrows for you guys. Furthermore, this was the previous week low, which was once what they call support. Now, it is now interference. Take a look. It went right up to it. This is why I keep telling you guys, label your charts properly. It's going to help you in your navigation for you to pinpoint the chess pieces or the checker pieces or the domino pieces, whatever board game you play. And it's going to help you to understand why, upon reaching a specific area, all of a sudden this is happening. Once you properly mark out a chart and do the proper labeling, you can predict and be prepared in advance for a potential move. So what's happening right here, so? Simply put, price is heading back down. So you already know the drift. I'm going to mark right here. Why am I going to mark right here? So right here is very important. This is a buy-off range on an intraday level. And this is the current activity and also the current highest and lowest era market price has made for Monday, the 29th so far. It stands to reason if I see market price break this level, going into Tuesday, we're heading back down. Don't fight me on this. Do not fight me on this. Discuss it with me. I know everybody learn Forex a different way, but it stands to reason. If we see price break below this, and then when Tuesday eventually comes on the scene a few hours from now, we do not see any evidence of market price breaking past the high of Monday, well, there's potentially more selling coming up, but not to say it's going to sell all the way down. If it cannot find what it needs here, it might just in fact go to the halfway point of this entire buy-off. So, equilibrium, let me just mark it off right around here. I hope I'm measuring this right. Yeah, I think I got it right. So, the equilibrium, the halfway point of this zone, we might just see market price come to here, fool around a bit. Now, you already know what I'm going to say next. It stays below it, we're heading south. And matters are going to get increasingly bad for some traders if it breaks the low of the previous week. So this was the lowest era market price made from the previous week. Notice how Friday opened up, right? Friday opened up significantly higher. This is the low of Friday, but it was not the lowest era made from the past week. So if market price were to come on the scene right now, take out this by Tuesday, because I'm not seeing much activity. Today is kind of a slow Monday, because it's end of the month, obviously. But if market price comes and take this out by Tuesday, all eyes is on this line right around here. Right here, so this line. Because guess what? Say it with me. I'm going to type it out. Yeah. Buyers in profit. Yeah, these guys who got, they have nothing to complain about. These guys are living life. They're in profit. Some of them, their stop loss are at break even. So if I was a market maker, I'm taking you guys out at break even. And that is what is going to give me, the Forex trader who hasn't entered this trade yet, a clue as to what's going to happen. Is this ripe for potential buying? Let's check back on the higher time frame. Is this ripe for potential buying? I keep doing that over and over. One day I'm going to stop. Yes, it is. There is a potential buy structure that can see this market price skyrocketing. There's pips to be had. If I would be tempted, I might even do a forecast, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm gonna stick to some strict technical analysis because I want you guys to get your basics. I don't want to be using that and then when you look, people still not understanding the overall guys are everything. We have to break past this zone. So even though I'm of the inclination that listen, and I'm hoping and praying if price stays above this, we should see a little trickling effect back up. If I don't see it stay above 50, I'm not taking that buy. I have to see it stay above 50 for me to take that buy. If I don't see it, I'm not gonna waste my time and go against my good judgment because every time I did that in the past, it was right back to the drawing board and self-doubt and it messed up my psychology. The one way to grow as a forex trader, stick to what you know from it is solid because if you stick to what you know and it's complete foolishness, you're just going around in circle. Confirmation analysis is key. You have done the markups, you're waiting for a good setup. You have already missed the opportunity to enter. What happened right around here is a choppy day for GU in terms of those who caught this trade late. If you had caught this trade on Friday and held it over to the weekend, you're still good. Market maker just went and neutralized those who caught this trade on the closing part of Friday the 26th. If you don't understand, the market maker knew that a lot of persons chased this last move, right? Going into the weekend period. So he's just taking them out. But it's also giving us an opportunity to see if price is in fact gonna continue down. So where's the brush? So look a bit no, I said brush. What am I doing with this? Brush. Look a bit of erratic sideways movement. Probably up, down, and then if I can't see price taking out this zone top to bottom, then we're potentially seeing this. All right? We're potentially seeing that. I can't draw it film 100%. I can just use my lazy hand right now. Where's the eraser? I can just use my lazy hand as I see fit, but that's usually what's gonna happen. You will never see a smooth move. Get ready, or should I say, get used to the stringy market moves, and you're gonna set your mind at peace. If you keep on depending on it's gonna just shoot up just like that, nah. So boxed in range. Step 2, mark 50% of that because this is the daily range right now. So you're gonna hear a lot from me concerning this. So mark that. How did I get that right? Right around here. Yeah, I think I need to use the ruler more often. And I'm just gonna call you text crucial zone to confirm buying. Now, what is the opposite of buying? Selling. So if you do not get that crucial confirmation to confirm that buying is gonna continue, you already know the answer to that. We're heading back down. It can find some type of sweet spot at this level and then bounce back up, but we'll have to see that happen. And I wouldn't recommend taking it here. I just wouldn't recommend taking it here. If we see a rejection of this zone, then the structure form for a push back up, some akin to this. So let's say price does this, and then you see some type of structure to give you a confirmation of a justification move. Upon the third leg, you can take it. If you don't see that, do not take this trade. All right, people? So, I'm gonna go back to the 4-hour chart now and do a quick follow-up of the process behind it. Um, as I said, I haven't traded GU in a good while, but it's still one of my assets. I just stick to what brings joy to me in Forex. And I recommend you guys do the same, but it's still an asset that I love and it is a favorite of many. It's just not as famous as GJ and gold and so on. But as you can see, it's our beard laid waiting for us. This is still a daily range. So we have the same parameters marked out for the daily range. The day hasn't come to an end. So later on as time permit, I might adjust it. But there's not really much happening right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's not much happening. It's pretty slow day because it's the end of the month period. But 4-hour chart, 4-hour. Okay, so here we have it, people. Right in front of you. Right in front of you. Oh, and be reminded, the high of the month still intact. Let me serve. Did I mark out the high of the month? Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, the high of the month. I just didn't label it. No, I'm being lazy now. Still intact, and here we have it. So this is the current structural move. Potential for a strong buy off. Yeah, but you don't know the answer. Wait for confirmation. All right. Let's